Hi everyone, it's Anna from TechCut, and today I've got part 3 of the Building an Awesome Desk Setup series. And in this episode, I was planning on adding some LEDs to the setup and doing some cable management, but instead I've decided I'm going to leave that till part 4, so look forward to that. And instead, in this episode, I'm going to be going to buy a new chest of drawers from IKEA again, and also a new desk chair, because this one isn't very good. It's just a really cheap one, and I could do with something a bit better. So I'll be back with you when we come back from IKEA.
2,000 years later.
So just got back from IKEA. I'll show a picture on screen now of the chest of drawers that I bought. They're the IKEA Mom, so it actually matches the desk, because the desk is also the IKEA Mom, and it sort of matches my bedside table, because my bedside table has the sort of same style sort of drawers, but it's not from IKEA. So I might get a chest of drawers that matches completely from IKEA at a later stage. And as I mentioned earlier, I was also going to buy a chair whilst I was in IKEA, and I did actually buy one. It was only about £15, which is probably the cheapest chair they do in IKEA, or one of the cheapest. Here it is. It's called the Snill or something like that. I'm not really sure how you say it, but it's just a nice white and grey one with metal legs, and also because it's white and grey, it matches the setup and the whole of my room nicely. I didn't want to go for a chair that was too big because my room is very small, and if I bought a massive chair it probably would have made the room look a bit smaller, and also there's not much room between my desk and the bed, so that's why I went for that one, also because of the price. But in a few moments, me and my mum are going to start building up the new chest of drawers, and once we're finished building it up, I'll show you it.
A few inches later.
So this is the chest of drawers. It's a tall and thin one with 6 drawers. It's got 2 little drawers at the top, and then 4 bigger drawers. And then up here, it's actually got a flip-up mirror, so you can actually see me right there, which you can also put a few things in this little drawer up here. And I'm really pleased with that. And what I'm going to do is actually put an LED light on the top of it. But it's not just any LED light, it's actually in the shape of a moon. If you look carefully, it does look like a moon. And as you do when you buy a LED light strip, you get a remote to change all the colours on it. And there's a few effects. You can have it flashing and fading and things like that. So I'm really pleased with that. And that's just going to go on top. But right now I'm going to put all of the stuff out of my other chest of drawers into this new chest of drawers, and then I'm going to explain what's going on with this setup and what things I'm going to be doing to change it around a bit. So I've added a little sign up there and moved those few things around, and then I've put all my clothes and things in the drawers, but the drawer at the bottom is actually pretty empty. I've only got my Bluetooth speaker in there. So what I've decided to do is put all of the camera equipment I own on this shelf up here in that drawer, because although I do like it displayed on this shelf up here, as you can see it's getting pretty full, and I'm a bit worried that I'm going to go and grab a camera someday in a rush and it all goes flying off and I'm going to break something. So I'm going to put all of this in that drawer. So they all fit in nicely in the bottom drawer, but now it means I've got a completely empty shelf. I'm not quite sure what to put up there yet. Please let me know in the comment section down below if you have any ideas, as I'd be really pleased to hear them. So the dress is all done, and now it's time to swap the new chair around with the old one.
The next day.
So this is how we left the setup looking in part 2. As you can see, not much has changed. I've still got cables hanging down because I haven't done any cable management yet. And I've actually took the rug off because it kept catching on the chair, so the rug's up there for the moment, but I'm going to get rid of that at some point. And I've finally decided what I'm going to be doing with this setup and how I'd like it to look. So someone commented on one of the episodes that I needed to get a brand new mouse, and I definitely agree with them. So I decided to go to Asda, or it's called Walmart in the US, and I bought a brand new mouse. It was only £18.50 and it looks really similar to the Logitech MX Performance. And I might do a video about it because of how similar it is to the Logitech Performance, and I'm really pleased with that. So that's a brand new mouse for the setup. And then as far as my keyboard goes, my keyboard has actually broke during this series that I've been making. So I do definitely need a keyboard. I was going to get a new one anyway, but since then I've been lucky enough to actually win a giveaway from Tech Tesseract. I'm sorry if I've said your channel name wrong. I'll link his channel in the description. So hopefully I should have a new mechanical keyboard coming soon, and that should look nice with the new mouse. So I'd like to thank him for doing the giveaway on his channel, as I'll be really pleased when that keyboard arrives. And then, as you may have noticed, on the old setup I didn't actually have a mouse mat, so I decided to go ahead and order one. And I've bought this silver aluminium one, which sort of goes with the whole theme of the setup, because with the theme of the setup I'm trying to have a silver white with a hint of black on the setup. So that's the new mouse mat. And then as far as the rest of the setup goes, I've actually ordered a microphone boom arm for the Blue Snowball microphone. Here it is, it arrived today, and it's actually a white one to match with the colour theme once again. So here is the mic boom arm. As you can see, it folds out and extends and everything like that. But I have got one problem with the mic boom arm. The actual clamp that clamps onto the desk isn't quite wide enough for my desk because it is quite a thick tabletop, so I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do about that, but that will be in part 4 anyway. And also for the setup, I've ordered a silver aluminium monitor riser to lift it up a bit, and I've decided that instead of putting the Mac Mini in the cupboard or the drawer, which is already quite full as you saw in the last part, I'm going to slide that under the monitor riser, hopefully, if there's enough room. So then there should be the monitor riser. My plan was to have the Blue Snowball up here, but obviously that might not work. I'll have to see about that. And then the Mac Mini under here, the new keyboard and mouse with the mouse mat. And then over there where the headphones are at the moment, I'm going to be putting my new MacBook Air 13-inch. It's new for me, it's not a brand new one, but I've ordered that off CEX where I got my phone from. And I think that will come in really handy for the setup. I'm still going to be using the Mac Mini as my main computer, but I'm going to have the MacBook Air on the desk as well to give it a nice sort of Apple feel. And then when I've got the MacBook Air, I can take it away from the setup and edit videos on the go. And then as far as the speakers go that are down here at the moment, I'm going to be getting rid of them, as they're alright, but I don't think they really match the setup anymore if I were to put them on top of the desk. So I'm going to be getting some new speakers that are going to go somewhere on the desk. And as you may know from part 1, I did have a TV that I've since decided to sell. And if you're subscribed to my second channel, Tech Cut Vlogs, the link will be in the description. I've actually bought a Chromecast on Boxing Day, so I'm planning on putting the Chromecast on one of the HDMI ports behind the monitor. And then last but not least, underneath the desk I'm planning on having some LED lights that are these ones that I bought from IKEA absolutely ages ago that were on the old setup, so that if I get a canvas up there and a wallpaper on my computer that matches on my MacBook as well, I'll have the same wallpaper on my phone, my Mac Mini and my MacBook, and then the canvas should be similar to that. And then I'm going to have the LEDs down here, which should bring out one of the colours within the canvas, and then I'll have the LED light here glowing the same light. So those are the plans for my setup, and in the rest of this episode I'm going to go and look for some artwork or a canvas to go up there on the wall, and then I'm going to fit that on the wall. And then actually by the chest of drawers I've still got the holes on the wall from where I took the old desk off the wall, so I'm going to fill those holes in, and then I'm going to make some holes in the back of the cupboard on this part of the desk so I can feed some cables through, because as you might have saw in part 2, I've got a bit of a charging station USB hub in the cupboard. so then I can actually charge all of my devices. So right now we're going to head out and go and have a look in a few shops and see if they've got any canvas or a piece of wall art that can go above my setup on the wall, because I'm hoping to have a bit of a theme on the setup, so I thought I'd go and have a look what the shops have got. So whilst I was out, I actually managed to get a canvas. It was only $4.99, and as you can see, it's New York City, 5th Avenue. So I'm hopefully going to be getting a desktop wallpaper on my computer that sort of matches this sort of colour theme and the New York City sort of stuff. And whilst I bought the canvas, I also bought a colour changing RGB LED light for the main light in my room. So I'm going to unbox that and set it up right now. So I've now got the LED light up and working, and it works really nicely in my room. But right now I'm going to put the canvas up on the wall above the desk setup, and then I'm going to move the hearts that are already on the wall up above the white floating shelf. So right now I have finally finished putting up the canvas. So here it is, and I've made it so it's central with the desk, and I've also positioned the monitor so it's central with this part of the desk and this part of the desk. So I'm quite pleased with how that looks. And then I moved the hearts from this wall up to here. I took the poster off the wall as you saw, and then the hearts are up here right now. And I've just finished making a desktop wallpaper for my computer that sort of matches the canvas. So here it is, it says New York City, and I've tried to make the orange yellow taxis blend in with the New York City on the background. And then I've also put the same picture onto my phone. So there it is on my phone. And then once I get my MacBook, I'm gonna have exactly the same background, so it should flow throughout. And then I've got that little hint of orange as well. And then once I put the LEDs up, I'm gonna have them as an orangey yellow glow to try and match with the colour theme. But right now I'm actually going to start filling in the holes on the wall from where the old desk was. I'm going to move the chest of drawers out of the way, fill in the holes, and then it should look a bit better. My pretty shocking attempt at trying to fill the holes in the wall, and now I'm going to leave that for at least half an hour so it dries and sets, and once it dries and sets I'm going to sand it all off. So I'll be back in a second. So it's now all set, and I'm going to rub it off with some sandpaper. Now that's all smooth and flush with the wall, I'm going to paint it off, and hopefully it should blend in with the wall a bit better. So I've finished that. It's not brilliant, but it will do. And right now I am going to move the chest of drawers back.
12 seconds later.
So that's back in place now, and the bin around there. But I haven't pushed it right up against the wall because obviously the paint's got to dry. But when it is dry, I'll push it directly against the wall. So now that's all done, the last thing I'm going to be doing in this episode is drilling the holes in the back of this cupboard so that I can feed all of the cables through from this USB charging station and my Wii. I'm not sure whether I'm going to keep the Wii, but I'm still going to drill a hole in the back in case I decide to put something else electronic that I need to charge through or something that needs to be plugged in. So right now I'm going to go and get a drill bit to drill the holes in the cupboard. So now it's finally time to start drilling. Hopefully this doesn't go horribly wrong because I've never used that type of drill bit on MDF before, but fingers crossed. So as you saw, I managed to drill them both and it didn't go terribly wrong like I thought it might do. It did have a bit of breakout on the back because it is MDF, it's not real wood. So that's alright though, because it's actually going to be going up against the wall, so no one's going to be seeing it anyway. But anyway, right now I'm going to thread all the cables through and plug everything in. So inside these two shelves is now completely done. I'm really happy with the way the charging station looks. It's charging my power bank and my GoPro, and I can also charge this camera which I'm using right now, and also my phone and a few other things, so that's going to be really handy. So I'm now going to end part 3 of the Building an Awesome Desk Setup series here. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Personally, I think we achieved quite a lot in this episode. I'm sorry if some of it wasn't as interesting, but in part 4, which will be the final episode, I'm hopefully going to be getting the new keyboard that I won in the giveaway. And then I'm also going to be getting the monitor riser, sorting all of that out, hopefully putting the blue snowball on the boom arm if I can, hopefully. And then a few other things that I'm really excited about, including getting my MacBook Pro 13-inch. And when I get the 13-inch MacBook Pro, which should hopefully be in a few days, I will be doing an unboxing video of it on this channel. It isn't a brand new one, it is secondhand, but I still thought it would be quite nice to do an unboxing video. And that unboxing video will go up before part 4. It will go up after this video, I'm not sure when, but after this video. And then after that video, there'll be part 4, where we're going to be finishing off the setup. I'm really pleased with the way it's looking at the moment. What with the brand new LED light bulb up there, and the LED light down here, which isn't on at the moment, and the brand new chest of drawers. So hopefully you're looking forward to part 4 as much as I am. So thank you for watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you would like to see more content like this.